I'm Nathan Ross. I teach first year seminar here at Adelphi, and I am also chair of the first year seminar council.
I'm Clara Vaz Bauler, and I'm an associate professor at Adelphi.
I'm Christopher Davis. I am the assistant professor of African American history at the African, Black, and Caribbean Studies program.
I am Sarah Eltabib. I am an associate teaching professor in the College of Arts and Sciences.
The first year seminar is really to introduce students to what it means to be a college student. So we put them in a small seminar where they have the opportunity to really reflect and think critically and share opinions. And that's a new experience, but it also equips them for being much more motivated and much better prepared to be a college student.
I think a first year seminar isn't just a class. It's a pathway, it's a journey into a world of ideas, into a world of engagement and dialogue, and I think also discovery.
So the first year seminar is the first place students go to kind of get their ropes into the university setting, especially if a student might be an undecided major or doesn't have a concentration in what they want to do at the university. A professor in that class can help guide the said students, but also it can help build some of the skills they need to get through a university. And some of those skills might be academic, but other skills can be social, depending on how a class is constructed. Group work, leadership skills, even just navigating other parts of the university that they might not know even existed is helpful in a first year seminar.
I think it's a very important course because the students oftentimes don't have a really good experience collaborating with others in K-12 education, and they don't value that as a priority, I feel, when they come here, when they come to a college experience. So they have that opportunity to connect what collaboration is for their professional lives and getting to work with people that are not in your field.
It's also important that they're taking a class that is not necessarily in their major, but that's introducing them to the basic values of a liberal arts education, such as critical thinking, showing respect for diversity of viewpoints, and just also learning how different academic disciplines that they study can be compared.
I think it's the small class sizes and the small seminars that really have big conversations. That's something that they don't generally get in other classes where they're just thrown into specific subject matters.
Not everything is about reading books, lectures, and discussions. It allows students to kind of find unconventional and innovative ways to kind of implement some of these ideas both in and outside the classroom.
I think especially the collaborative nature of it is very important. I think students, they don't often see that you will get to collaborate with people in your professional life, and you will get to collaborate with people that you like, and you will get to collaborate with people that you don't like. So I always tell them, you cannot choose who you're going to collaborate with. And the freshman seminar gives them the opportunity to work with people like that and see the challenges that are involved in collaborating, in sharing ideas, in taking initiative. This is a huge part of it too, starting to come out of your shell. A lot of them arrive very shy and they don't want to share ideas or they don't feel safe to do that, but I think the freshman seminar really gives them the opportunity to look, here it's a safe environment and you can work with others, and that's the objective.
The first year seminar professors really are the first contact for first year students when they just don't know where to go or what to do. And a lot of students these days are really they're just afraid of asking people basic questions about where do they pay a bill or where they can get help about something. And sometimes their faculty member, their teacher, they're literally their first line of defense or their first line of contact. And so universities know this, and so they want to create and give you that safe space really early on.
I wish more faculty knew about the first year seminar. I wish more faculty knew what freedom they have to develop first year seminars. I mean, this is really a place in the curriculum where if you have an idea that doesn't quite fit anywhere else, or if you have just some kind of creative idea about teaching that you have, but you can't devote a whole class to it, just bring it to the first year seminar and you can build a class around it. And the only caveat there is that I have to make the class relevant to a first-year student. And I think that's great because so many of the classes that we teach in college, the curriculum is more or less scripted, so we're teaching kind of the same thing every time. Whereas with the first-year seminar, we can really teach, like, this is my dream class.
You can really teach something that you are passionate about and explore outside of your own curriculum. So with the freshman seminar, it's an opportunity to really create something and design an experience that you are passionate about and start teaching it.
You're dealing with students who are practically dry sponges, and your information can be soaked up in a way where they're not necessarily apathetic yet. They still want to learn, and they're still finding their space and their footing at the university. So particularly with some topics that might not fit in with your typical class load, try it with a first-year seminar. Try to see if students are willing to be outside the box because they're not trapped in a box just yet.
It's almost like the same feeling you have when you're a parent and you're able to kind of expose your child to new ideas, but they're like fresh and they're not stamped in with specific ideas and thoughts. And really it's a blank slate. And so as a faculty member, you are really watching a student like bloom and grow and figure out themselves in that first year. And it's frustrating to see at times, but it also makes you question your own teaching and how you can adjust your teaching to different types of minds and learning, and learning styles and things like that. And so to just stick to the old way of learning something and the old pedagogy is really dangerous. So I feel like the first year seminars for faculty is a new way, or is a good way, to really question and test your teaching skills and adjusting them to the incoming learning styles.
I think the first year seminar is going to be really important for the future of education, because what we're seeing today is that with artificial intelligence and large language models, a lot of the forms of education where we were just asking students to take a test, write a paper, perform a kind of scripted performance for us, a lot of those kinds of classes are just becoming less relevant and less valuable for students. But the first year seminar is really about being able to talk, have a conversation, exchange ideas, and think critically about a specific topic. And so we think that that is going to be a very important cornerstone for the future of education at Adelphi.